Yo, hey, what's up, guys? We are back on the test server and we're gonna test out Khamir, the new fragment fusion for the future. Probably gonna release in a couple days or something. I actually don't know right now. Don't burn me alive for it, but hey, we gotta talk about him because this one I really do enjoy. And I think if you're super endgame, this champion is not the craziest one. Maybe he has some PvP stuff on him going on, but I swear to God, I think he's more like a Emic kind of style, where you can use this champion in many, many places with just not the highest requirements and stuff. What I want gonna show you, for example, that I don't have a regeneration set on him. I broke it on purpose because it's not needed for the showcase. Basically, I have some okay stats, like they're not to underestimate, yeah, but also the speed and stuff. This time is not that high, and if I can't go not that crazy speed, not that crazy HP and stuff, I'm gonna do it because I like champions like this. But most of the time we just don't get offered any good champion that is really like in the realm of an Emic or something where you can just use them everywhere and stuff. Like Varkos, he was a guaranteed, but without the blessing and all the crazy stuff, he's not doing that crazy. Like, he's just not such a great champion. So what I'm gonna show you now is like, not first I'm gonna show you that I don't have a relic this time. We're gonna put on one later because there's something really nice about it. Like, you gotta check that out. And yeah, I got a blessing already, but I'm pretty fine on champions that we get at fragments and stuff when we get the 5-star, because we have the opportunity to get one. Like, you can farm like this path events and stuff, like, so it's pretty fine. So I'm okay with that. And it showcases that he can do, for example, Fire Knight pretty nice. And yo, the masteries are like this. And I pretty much like this mastery right here is like a really nice one on him. But also, yeah, let's showcase why he is so great. Wait, let's quickly talk about the skill set. Because the A1, it's a heal. Like, it attacks 2 times. It's cool for Fire Knight. And it's a heal. Yeah, it really helps out. Like, he is a support champion. We're not gonna lie. He's not gonna do the damage or something. So, yeah, he needs that. And then he fills our turn meter, gives us an increased attack, increased speed, and that's it on a 3-turn cooldown. Doesn't sound too crazy, but increased speed and increased attack together on a skill is pretty nice, like, to be honest. And then we got our revive, where we actually like get our increased defense also, and yeah, also our strengthen. That helps when we revive, and actually we will revive with him because that is kind of his gimmick. Maybe you've seen the skill set already, but yeah, if your allies die, you get turn meter, you get HP filled. And that's pretty sick on him. Like, he is meant for standing alive last, because he is getting heals and turn meters when actually our other allies die. So you get more into a rotation where you might have your your revive back and stuff. So, but yeah, that's kind of just showcase what is going on. What can this guy actually do? Why am I cool about him? Like, actually, why am I cool? Because, like, usually I don't like too many champions and stuff, and I don't hype them. But this one I actually do quite enjoy, because let's quickly go in Iron Trance. I got this nasty Kraken pay to win team right here, and it's so crazy. I have the greatest gear and stuff, like probably like Hale, for example. He doesn't even have an amulet right there, nothing there. Like, it's just auto equipped right here. I think one of my cold hearts is pretty okay built. Like, yeah, it's a regeneration set. It was for Fire Knight and stuff. I just had it on her and I just left it. Like, this is pretty much I think the best set I have in here. Like, even yeah, Mifrala, like, this is just auto-equip, nothing crazy. I just put auto-equip, and maybe the stats are for some people like, oh, this is really nice, okay. Like, yeah, it's not, for my auto-equip, they just use not the greatest gear in the world, because it's just my leftovers. But even my leftovers, they equal out to kind of good stats, but hey, let's be honest. Use other champions than K, like Cold Hearts and stuff. Go on your account and do whatever you want later on. I'm just going to make a showcase that they can actually do stuff. So, alright. What is the good thing about him? He is gonna heal. He's gonna get a turn meter when your other champions die. That means he just comes back to his revive and all his things. Like, meanwhile, he's gonna heal with his A1, keeps himself alive as most as possible, and then he's pretty certain to die last, because we can manipulate it. We can make him last in our spots about the team, like he's just last in team order, and that means if the bosses do a really hard attack wherever you are later on, they just hit the other guys first, because if you don't know, AoE skills, for example, they count in an order. It goes through the first champion, second champion, third champion, and so on. And if your champion is the 5th champion, the other allies die actually before he gets any damage. That means his passive procs already. That also means that he also gets healed, turn meter, all these good things. I do not have a regeneration set on here. I have enough resistance that he can survive in here, but that is kind of the theme also about him, because he doesn't need any debuffs. Like, he doesn't have any debuffs, so you don't need accuracy. So in the most scenario, you would just go resistance anyway, because it just helps you so much. I put on the resistance on him. He's just not gonna die. Every time someone else dies, he gets a nice little heal, gets back on his revive. After he revived, he's basically having another heal, and so on. We can kind of loop it, so I can make this work with cold hearts. I can make this work with other things. Like, this is a good champion, in my opinion, that enables just also mid-game players and stuff. They can actually do stuff. And we got some cheese we gotta talk about, like, in a little bit. I just wanted to kind of show you the raw guy, what he can kind of provide for you. And that is also already amazing. Like, I think that's cool. You can do your Dragon Run, your Iron Rinse and stuff. And then we can do even stuff like Fire Knight, but I think we don't need to watch it anymore. We're gonna succeed anyways. And here, I gotta admit, it's like super speedy right now. And I did it on manual. But I have not set anything up. Like, there's no speed tune behind it. No nothing. The champions are not crazy. Coldheart, Mifrala, Farrakhan the Fat, Lightsworn, and of course the dude. Like, what was it? Khamir. And yeah, he was able to get me through Fire Knight with these champions, guys. Like, this is actually not the greatest team in the world. But he was here to actually get my team healed. And he was here to do a double hit attack. That is also really nice. But the most thing was when we put Miracle Heal on him, then he can get rid of all max HP destroyed. And that is really huge for a free champion that everybody can get. Maybe you got your Fire Knight team already and stuff. I get you. Like, I don't personally lead it myself, but for the community, it's a good champion that it can unlock that. And it's basically for free. Like, you get the champion, you get the blessing, and then you should be fine. You can get rid of all max HP destroyed. So it does not matter that you have a longer fight. In my opinion, like, my run took way too long and stuff. I get it. I have no speed tune. I did it on manual. I clicked it myself, and the waves weren't good. But that doesn't mean if you can just use other champions, that does the job a little bit better, do more damage and stuff. Like, just imagine you have one Newt or something, and it by default it goes faster already, and he just makes sure that you first of all don't die. Like, if you do, he's gonna revive you, and then also he gives you like increased speed, for example. That's really viable in here. Like, that is a thing that you want, that you need in here, and that is really good. Increase attack makes the damage better, and then he provides you with all these heals that you just don't die. That makes it pretty much a really good champion. I also showed like the stats and stuff. Maybe they're a little bit too fast. Let's skip a little bit forward here, because it's manual, no speed tune. Sometimes I had my skill ready, but the shield wasn't broken and stuff, so he kind of healed a couple times. I was really mad about it. But also, it showed me personally, I can use this guy in a long fight, and he will sustain the damage. He will heal you. He will get rid of the max HP destroyed. He double hits. That's actually good. Better than just a single one and stuff. So that the whole package was good. I really liked it. Like, you just see the champions that I use and stuff. But yet, I want to show you that I actually got it done. I think at this point you can kind of believe me that I probably, yeah, if I stood that long already alive in there. Oh, wait, yeah. Wait, it's so fast. Alright, right here, you can see right there. I'm also gonna show you the stats of him and stuff. Like, because maybe you believe I have like the crazy stuff, but even here, I don't even have accessories, because I didn't need them. So I was like, okay, his speed is like 288 or something. And no relic. The blessing, of course, miracle here, because that's the good one. Don't even pay attention what kind of blessing I'm gonna show you in a second, what I have in the real game right now, because it's actually not the greatest, but also it can be used. And masteries are like this. Again, where the masteries are, like I gotta tell you, the word mastery is kind of nasty. That is the base champion for me already, where I'm like, ah, it's nice. Like mid-game players can actually use this guy. But hold on, there is more about the champion, because like he was actually the guy who made me think about a certain mastery and a relic and stuff, and with the combo, he is amazing. Like I swear to God, it is. First of all, I'm gonna show you quickly. The sad part is, like, let me just put something. Always make sure this guy is on a last spot, like right here. If like you have other champions like this in here, he gotta be like right there. Like just be the last. But yeah, let me put something else in here. Like let me this, and this. So the sad part is his passive. Maybe you have seen the cheese video that I did already. The passive is actually doing the same thing, but you're gonna see when I do just attack. Oh, wait. I didn't have Aspect of Zeroth on him. Okay, let's put the Aspect of Zeroth on him. That is the super nice thing that you actually want on him. And let's, wait, it's not here. It's that dude. Let's put the Aspect of Zeroth. I think I'm just gonna go +9, because, like, I think that is totally fine. The math should go with it, and it's also not the highest requirements. It's getting the relic and then level it up. You don't even have to rank it up. You just have to level it up. And then, yeah, let's go in here and just test his passive, like just for a quick reminder. What does the passive do? What is the thing that we are trying to get in here? Like when your allies die, you get turn meter, and that turn meter, when you have enough turn meter, a Aspect of Zeroth is gonna negate your damage by a lot. It depends on the level, but it can be 100%. But it takes away your turn meter on the end. Like, it prevents you from dying, basically, but then it steals your turn meter. Not for the boss, but it just gets rid of it. And, yeah. So, Aspect of Zeroth, wait! Oh, fuck. Shit. I gotta actually, if I want to show you that it doesn't work, that I have to actually put the mastery away. You know? And can I just not put one mastery, because, alright, just quickly, let's delete it. Like right there. Alright, so his passive actually doesn't work. We're gonna go to the cheese way. He's like really amazing. I did every fucking, like, Ice Golem, Phantom Shagoon, and all these things I just did with him. But the part now is, so what is supposed to happen, he's on the last spot. Then the boss is gonna AoE us, but is gonna kill slowly first the others, so he gets the turn meter. And because he has a lot of turn meter, because the others died, the Aspect of Zeroth should take mostly of the damage. Like, let's see what's actually gonna happen, because I just have to A1 now. Okay. I have the wrong gear now. It's actually not a good showcase, because he's too slow. God damn it. Let me put the good gear, like where I actually tested stuff, and like you can see already, like it's all good. Let me press the champion. Let me put, I can take it off afterwards, it's no problem. But he was actually too slow, and actually the Aspect of Zeroth was just proccing by itself. Of course, that can be used, but it's not really a guaranteed stuff all the time, because you don't have too much control about your turn meter. But now, what is supposed to happen is that we go in, we're gonna attack the boss, like right here. I don't have much turn meter at this moment, so he attacks us in a second. Boom, and then usually the outcome should be he survives, because of the combo of Aspects of Zeroth and his passive, but it just doesn't work. I was trying to do that first here, and it didn't work. I was so, yeah, disappointed, because in theory it should work. But then if you do the mastery back, let me put that one back, like I think I get this like this. Yeah, I need to press that first. That. Also, this one is quite nice, because it can give you extra turn meter in certain scenarios. So I would recommend that totally too. And then we're gonna go this HP route, because actually he doesn't need really. And we do this too. get cooldown sometime, more speed when they die, and this mastery right here. Like, if you combine that, this guy is a monster, like, of a support. I'm not saying, like, he is the guy that activates the speed run or something, because he's not gonna do the damage, but he is a awesome support champion, because, like, you can use him in Sand Devil. No problem with this trick, no problem, and he is just better than every other reviver, because he has also this heal effects when the others die and stuff. Usually other revivers don't have it, and he's just there. So see, +9. This is not a highly super crazy aspect of Zeroth and stuff. It's just a +9 one, and you can just sustain in here. Of course, you gotta get one. I get that one. But yeah, in total, you can do something like this where he survives. But also, in my scenario, I need to make sure that my champions, like, let's say right here, let me not use the revive. I gotta do like a little bit more preparation. Usually what I would do is put a second reviver or something in here, that you are making sure that when the boss is about, let him go one more time. When the boss is about to hit you really hard, what he's gonna do in a second, hopefully we can revive. Okay, so everybody's, like, at this moment it's cool. I would just recommend for a budget team, do a couple revivers. It's just any revivers. You just have to make sure that you're in a certain spot, like you saw right there before the boss hits you. You just, yeah, have your revive ready. In a best scenario, I would revive them like quickly again. But the trick by itself is amazing on him, because he gets extra turn meter about his passive. He gets extra, like, the Aspect of Zeroth is proccing, and then he afterwards, the Aspect of Zeroth took the turn meter away from us. He gets another batch of turn meter from his passive, a heal. If the hit got a little bit stronger that you wanted it to be, he's just healing up to 100% afterwards. Like, of course, I have Marius right now in here. I just don't want to make the run a million days long and stuff. But you can use kind of whatever you want. I showed like Cold Heart and stuff and Iron Twins, so you have a lot of things what you can do. Do I want to end, like, let's not end the run, because it's just time that we can use. So this combo by itself makes this guy masterclass, like, for real. For maybe not for everybody, like an end game Kraken doesn't really, but every mid game guy, every guy that needs a cursed city, when he's available, he will carry you. He will just not die and stuff. So what also we can do, let's go ahead and do other stuff with this combination, like Ice Golem. Okay, my Marius is a little bit dumb because he's in Slayer. He can proc a double counter attack. We gotta keep that in mind, but I wanna show you anyway, because otherwise it would take forever. Let's put Marius in here and just quickly go towards the boss. And what the point is about him being in here is that you can use normal damage dealers. Usually you really don't can. There are some certain teams that can do it, but most of the time you cannot use like max HP hitters and stuff, because the counter attack of the boss is just too crazy. He really counter attacks so much, and I swear to God, I did that also with the Kales and the Cold Hearts. It took forever. I don't want to do it again. That's why I took like Marius in here, and it kind of just shows the trick again. He's on the last spot. He has his mastery. The boss is gonna counterattack us really hard. Everybody is gonna die before our Khamir. He gets turn meter, and then the Aspect of Zeroth is gonna reduce all the damage, or most of it. It's just a +9 right now. It kind of depends how many allies you have in this moment in time ready. But my Marius has a Slayer set right now. Keep in mind, it could be, in a second, could be possible. He revives him. He does his, Marius does his AoE attack, but then he counters 2 counter attacks at the same time. That is kind of the threshold where he can be used. If you make up a team that kind of slowly goes to the counter attacks, no problem, he just revives you. But if you have like Marius and the nude afterwards and stuff, yeah, maybe you kind of want to avoid that to go too crazy. This is one counter attack. Oh, he actually died this time. I didn't pay attention who was alive in this moment. Usually, like, when you put him to get, like, it's a bad showcase at the moment because he died, but I think they weren't all alive and stuff. You just gotta make sure that the rest of your team is a tanky team. Just don't use cold hearts, you know? Just simply don't use cold hearts. Make sure they survive, put another reviver in here, and you just have a guarantee that you go all the way through. Again, not endgame, super Kraken territory where it's like, wow, I wanna get this guy 100%. On my account, maybe not the craziest, but I like fusions like that, dude. They can do a lot of things. So let's go quickly also, like, Sand Devil, I showed you can do that. It is no problem. There are setups. I showed you in another video about the cheese. And then also, let's do Phantom Shogun, for example. Yeah. And right there, like, I think I was just... Yeah, let's just go. This is like nothing. The other champions, they just have blessings at this moment. Most of them don't even have gear. Or if they have some gear, it's not really. They do not fulfill the conditions about Phantom Shogun. And he still makes it possible that we can do this stuff because we just have blessings. So like at some point we decrease the number that is really high right now, right? We're gonna decrease that at certain points all the time, but he can just survive even if it's 50. Like if the counter on top is 50 and he hits really hard, then usually when he hits really hard, he attacks your other people. Not the highest crit damage and blah, blah, blah. It's just he takes whoever he wants. Right there, for example, he hit really hard, but we just survived. We just stupidly survived because this one is not passive. The boss does usually do block passives, but it's a mastery this time. And okay, it paid also again. Let me do some normal, more like champions, because like maybe you don't trust me and stuff. Like, yeah, let's not use Mario's because then people go crazy again. So let's have some great people in here now, and now we're gonna do it. Like they have all some blessings and stuff. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. And yeah, we're just gonna go here. Aspect of Zeroth is gonna cover. Yeah, it failed for Ice Golem. I know it failed for Phantom Shogun right now, but it's just the champions. If I stack a little bit more up, use better champions, use a little bit more healing, use a little bit more this and that, and we are fine. And now we're kind of fulfilling more of the conditions with that because we can get rid of the Enfeeble, for example, and that with our Mifrala, so that's kind of nicer, but he just can't survive. The problem, or like the only way you gotta pay attention about is actually to have people around him alive. That is the most benefit that you get out of him. But hey, again, I really do like him because he can make so much work. Like he heals, he revives, increase speed, increase attack. They're needed in fights, you know, and they're really good. So Phantom Shogun also works for me, but it gotta have the trick. So also, if you don't have Aspect of Zeroth in there, he's still a really viable dude. Because if the others die before you, you actually get healed. That is really nice. And I like him, man. Like, for real. We need more champions like this. They're just viable in more spaces in the game and so on, you know? Maybe not so great in Spider, right? Okay, like, it depends. If you don't have the craziest Spider team that can just one-shot everything and blah, 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 he will save you. 100%. That's gonna be like also nice, but I don't have a team like right now ready and stuff, so I can't really but yeah, also this one, it will work, guys. Like, yeah. It's just a better team now instead what I had before. They just kept dying over and over, so his benefit wasn't really there. But yeah, we can do Phantom Shogun, we can do Iron Twins, we can do Dragon, we can do Ice Golem. Gotta make it, yeah, you gotta have a setup, of course, but that's what I did with Emic. Without the 271 speed, with all the other things, actually, it wouldn't be that cool. Like, Emic wouldn't kind of get the whole game killed. And yeah, Faction Wars, of course, all these things. He will be nice, like, for real. It's a good champion. I recommend him totally this time, and I wouldn't say that just skip him or something. No, for real, no. Go ahead and give it your best. This is like, I skipped a couple of before, but this one, can you please die now? Because I don't, fuck the stupid small talk right here. Yeah, I want to show you stuff. So what else do we have? Like Fire Knight, I showed you already. You gotta have a setup, man. Like, I don't have a setup right now. Like, I was just kind of going for it. Sand Devil, doable. Phantom Shogun, doable. Dragon, doable. Spider, it depends on the team. On a slower team, he will be actually nice. And yeah, Ice Golem, nice. Iron Twins, nice. And I also think like probably Clan Bosses and Hydra. I haven't tested him too much, but also he's a great support guy. He will make your people stay alive with his heals. And then also like he will revive and stuff. So yeah, he will be good, but maybe not the best. Like yeah, they're probably something better on your account. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this guy, like PvP and stuff. Doesn't matter too much for me. And yeah, that's about it. Make sure to press the like button, subscribe if you haven't done already. And yeah, have a nice day.